Hello there, 1on1 FM here, and welcome to the last episode of the first season of If It Ain't Broke, If It Ain't Stoked, Don't Fix It. Have a quick look at the league table before we kick you off. If we win one game, we are promoted. If we win both the games, we win the league. It's basically all in our hands at the moment. Sitting top of the league, 2 points clear of Swansea. So basically anything disastrous. And I think we only need a point actually to get promoted. So all in our hands. We only played 2 games since our last games against Swansea and Rotherham. Firstly, a 1-0 defeat, a shock defeat to be honest, to Middlesbrough. Even though they are a pretty decent side, they've not been on form at the moment. As you'll see, they are sitting in 17th in the table. And after that was a 2-0 win over Swansea. A very decent performance to be honest. Angel Gomez kind of changed the game to be honest. Just passed straight towards Manuel Lanzini, showing composure. And then showed a little bit more composure, just a slot into net for himself. Anyway, our last away game of the championship season. And then our last home game, which with any luck should be us lifting the EFL Championship trophy. So that is the end of the fixtures. Let's go into that game against Millwall. Firstly, going through the squad, pretty much the same squad that played the last game. Benicophobia up front, behind him supporting him, Angel Gomez, who got a goal and assist in that last game, Manuel Lanzini and Tom Ince. Woods and Brownhill supporting in midfield. Back four of Josh Timon, Mariappa, Shawcross and Dalot, with Jack Butland in goal. Doesn't want to leave to Man City anymore, which is kind of a good thing, especially if we're going to actually fix Stoke for next season. Here we are then, kicking off. Should be a decent game. Millwall are mid-table, but it's still Millwall. It should be getting at least a win from this game. Jack Butland with this goal kick towards Josh Timon. We've got 2 players with, I think, like bruised ankles. It should be out for like 2 or 3 days, but as long as it doesn't get any worse. Woods to Brownhill. Back to Lanzini, one of the injured players. I think a striker is the other one. Tom Ince towards Lanzini. Back to Tom Ince. Space, but probably should have cut it in. Anyway, up to the shot. It's a side netting. Ben Amos with this goal kick towards Jeb Ollis. He's probably been one of the Millwall's best players, according to the media anyway. Romeo to Williams inside, back to Hutchinson. I heard Millwall like to play a bit of a long ball, but doesn't like that doing too well at the moment. Tunnicliffe gets kind of through Woods, has a shot, but doesn't really test Jack Butland in that. Here is Lanzini running through that Millwall team. Lanzini has a bit of an injury, but didn't stop him taking that shot. Tunnicliffe to Scalak. We're not winning the game, but I don't think Swansea are right there. Nuhu to Bradshaw header, and I'm pretty sure, I have no idea how that didn't go in. Somehow it's a corner, not a goal. Jeb Wallace to take it. Lanzini of all people head it away. Tunnicliffe back to Jeb Wallace. Cross from Shawcross back to Jeb Wallace again. Doesn't really want to get it before it goes out for a throw in. Still 1-1 at Swansea. They did go 1-0 down, and I kind of hoped we'd get a highlight just to have a bit of fun while they were 1-0 down. Still 0-0 in this game. As long as we don't lose, I don't mind, but it's Millwall mid-table. We should be beating teams like this, especially if we want to stay up in the Premier League next season and go back to mid-table where Stoke will love to be. Tunnicliffe tries to find Jeb Wallace. Timon cuts out towards the substitute Berahino. Tom Ince on his right finds him. Tom Ince cross towards Andreas Pereira, the other substitute, and there we are, 1-0, and that should be promotion sorted. I mean, it looks like we're trying to screw it up, to be honest. I don't think half of our players actually want to be in the Premier League. Time with a throw in towards Joe Allen. As long as the ball's up this end, it's a good thing. Josh Timon crosses towards Brownhill, doesn't get the end of it. Pilkington away to Gregory. Joe Allen's a bit slow to get there. I think that's Joe Allen anyway. Not sure why he's number 4. Cooper long ball towards Gregory. He's in behind. No, don't do this, Jack Butland. Yes, what a save. Just under a minute, just over a minute left. Jeb Wallace to take another corner. Mariappa away this time. Angel Gomez has got him, and it's basically a 5-on-4 if you can hurry it up a bit. Barry now cross towards Brownell's, not the tallest of players. I don't know why we keep crossing to him. Jeb Wallace, 30 seconds left. Bradshaw, and it looks like Mariappa's got it covered. Butland, Andres Pereira, not going to win that either. He's not the tallest of players either. 1-2 between Allen. Oh, don't give the ball away there. Bradshaw, Gregory, Pilkington. Offside and wide. Talking about making it hard against yourself. And there we are, 1-0 win over Millwall. Predicted a win for us today, but we just didn't create enough chances. Only the same amount as Millwall, and we didn't even put them away when we did. I'm not sure on the Swansea score as well. Here we are, and got some news. Achievement unlocked. I don't know if you guys can see these. And we have won the Sky Bet Championship. Hopefully we get to lift it. Got some quick news here. Clinch Sky Bet Championship title. Benicophobia's out for 3 days, and along with the Lanzini. Probably not a bad thing. There were probably not the best players in that second half. Set initial budgets at 1.2 million initial wage and 46-minute transfer profit. That'll be pretty healthy to spend over the summer. Jim McLean's got a bonus played out. Swanky praised by Stoke supporters. Stoke board happy with the championship win. Josh Tyman wants a rest, and I think he'll be fine for one more game. Some bad news with Jack Butland. Ryan Shawcross is saying, I just wanted to let you know Jack Butland doesn't seem himself in a minute. Something getting him a bit down. I think it might be due for him to want a new contract. Let's have a talk. The fact that I've talked to him and sorted it out. I mean, he's probably a decent, a really good Premier League player. Whilst his Indies just done exactly the same thing. Jack Butland's probably better than most of the keepers in. I don't know. He had a contract. Jack Butland's better than most of the keepers in the Premier League. So to see him in the Championship is kind of strange. He did want to go to Man City for like the first 90% of the year. So that's the first like half of the year. So, not being too surprised. Andres Pereira is one of the players I'm trying to get into. New York City SC are trying to get him in. Looks like they can't have more than 3 designated players in the squad. Not really thinking that out very well, are they? Here we are then. Last home game of the season. And the last game in the Championship. Hopefully for a long while in the Stoke's favour. Andreas Pereira starting the game well. Over to the lowest right hand side. Egan playing out of defence. John cuts out towards Angel Gomez. Was a pretty good in the last game. Angel Gomez shot, not quite as good as his goal. Away towards Andres Pereira. I got Tom Ince on the overlap behind the team. Cuts in as he usually does, and Dean Henderson tops it over to the Sheffield United fans. Andres Pereira cross towards Egan. I haven't changed a bit of the corners tactics. Don't really want strikers on corners, let's be honest. And Andres Pereira's cut out by Bulldog. Come on man, second half, let's put a show on for these teams. They've watched us for all this season and now we're actually champions. Now you're playing badly. I mean, yep, good timing. Ender Stevens to Norwood, back to Stevens, back to Norwood again, to Fleck. Just Stearman to Egan. I don't know why Sheffield United are the better side since we've won the league, not them. Brownell towards Ince. Goes on one of his runs. Loves taking on players. Pass just hits this back at the legs of, I think it's Barahino. Andres Pereira wins it back to Angel Gomez. Out towards Barahino. Doesn't really get there. Brownell to Andres Pereira. Angel Gomez to Josh Brownell. Shot from distance. I didn't think that was going anywhere near the goal. But anyway, near the goal it went, and Dean Henderson put it over a corner. Andres Pereira towards the edge of the box to Angel Gomez. Looks like Brownhill wanted it. Angel Gomez back to Brownhill. Out to Andres Pereira. Crossing. Baldock away. Josh Timo cross towards Tom Ince, but Dean Henderson gathers the ball pretty comfortably. Out towards Baldock. Gomez is in the way though. Back towards Allen, towards Brownhill to Delow. Doesn't look like they're too convinced on the goal. Still would love one though, and there is that goal that I was just asking for. Tom Ince, cross for Josh Brownhill, who makes it 1-0. Scored a decent amount of late goals. Not usually winners, but let's hope this one's a winner. Onto TV for the last couple seconds. This is what it looked like if you wanted to know. Barino towards Allen, just league on 3D, just to see if we get a trophy celebration. Brownhill towards Ince to Andres Pereira, towards Ince again, Diego Delow. This pitch is really bright. Andreas towards Delow, towards Angel Gomez. It looks like he was deflected off. I think it was Baldock at right back, and Angel Gomez. If I can get him on loan for next season, if he's going to be actually playing games next season, then it might be worth bringing him up again, because we've had him on loan. I think this is like his 10th game, and he has put in performances every game he's played. Andres Pereira cross, steaming away, and there is full time. I thought we'd actually get a trophy celebration, but it doesn't look like we will. That's a bit of a shame. Thought we'd actually seen one, but it probably only gets one if you do win the league on that game. But anyway, that is the end of today's episode and today's season. We've got 50k for winning the championship. I mean, really? That's a bit harsh, considering we looked like relegation struggles early in the season. I mean, I don't think we did. I don't know how to look at it, how we were, but I generally don't think we were a relegation thing. I think we were like playoffs at worst, maybe mid-table, but relegation strugglers is really a bit harsh. But anyway, there is the league table for anyone interested. And I'll look at goals quickly. 15th. Joint 15th, I'll top with 2 goal scorers. Game is won. Team conceded. Jack Boylan's only joint 3rd on clean sheets. I thought he'd have a couple more than that. Conceded plus 90 minutes. It's got 0.8. It looks like the best. And probably should have played there for that one extra game. Might have actually not even tipped him over. Might have gone 2nd. That's a little weird. Average minutes per goal. Sonic Barahino and Benicophobia 12th and 14th respectively. But anyway, I'm just blabbering on now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next season for the championship. Not the championship, the Premier League. What am I on about?
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's